What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, July 8th, 2023. Now, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. We will get into the home run prop action for Saturday momentarily. Trying to get this out as early as possible for you guys for Saturday. I know we have some afternoon action. And spoiler alert, you're stuck with me as host of the morning show on Saturday. So, start the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern. Do that till about 11. And by the time we do all the research and then get all the slides up and everything, you'll be cutting it very, very close to first pitch. So the problem is for right now, because I am recording this about 5 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday morning, not all the prices are out yet. So this is where you're going to have to stay tuned with me, stick with me the entire way if you want to get the full home run prop show experience, because I do have plays that I will have as official plays. I just do not have graphics for them. I will give you my reasoning, and if you can find prices on them, if there are plays that you want to put some money on Saturday, then that's what we'll do for you. But sort of tying into that, I always remind everybody, these home run props are very high risk, high reward. They are not plays that I recommend anybody dump your whole bankroll into. They are just plays that are there to have some fun with, some side action for some pizza or some coffee money, nothing too crazy. And any plays that you take from here, you can take however many you want, but you don't have to play every single game or every single player prop that I give out here. But the ones that you do take, I recommend playing them straight up. But I do know that some people like to parlay their home run props. So if you're going to parlay, I always recommend, if it's within your means, do a round robin on any parlay that's 3 legs or more. It's going to give you a safety net in the event that one of the legs goes awry, and it covers you off in that case. How many times have all of us had that parlay that's been busted up because one leg fell short, and we didn't get paid out on it. But if you did a round robin, you got to put in a couple extra bucks, but it gives you that, like I said, that safety net in case something goes wrong. So just say, for example, you parlayed up Corey Seager, Nick Castellanos, and Ronald Acuna Jr. You have those 3 guys as a 3-leg parlay, then you'd parlay up Seager and Castellanos for $5. Seager and Acuna Jr. for $5. Castellanos and Acuna Jr. for $5. Makes the bet $20 instead of just 5 for the 3-leg parlay. But again, if you hit 2 out of 3, you still get paid. And the nice thing is, if you hit all 3, well, not only do you get paid for the 3-leg parlay, but you get paid on each combination of 2 as well. You can do it for as many legs as you want. You can do a 5-leg parlay round robin. You can do it by combinations of 4, 3, and 2. The possibilities are endless. Just know that the more legs in your parlay and the more safety net you want to have in that round robin, the more expensive the bet is going to be. But definitely, like I said, if it's within your means, it's definitely something that you want to make sure that you can you take advantage of to get the most bang for your buck and the highest probability of getting something back and maximizing your profit. But let's take the home run props that we did hit on Friday, and we started things off with the Rangers and the Rangers and the Nationals, and Corey Seager coming through for us at plus 255. Not the biggest payday on the board, but again, I am not going to sneeze at plus 255. 2.5 times our money coming back to us with Corey Seager. We also cashed with Adolis Garcia at plus 300 as well. He came through. I had Corey Seager on there twice. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Corey Seager came through at plus 300. That's what I did wrong. Okay, I know what I did wrong here. That's fine. Corey Seager coming through for us there. Also had Adolis Garcia come through for us. He came through at a nice price as well, plus 270. Again, nothing too crazy, but again, almost 3 times our money coming back in profit. Yes, please. And we also had Francisco Lindor come through at plus 480. He came through for us. Just been on a tear for the Mets, and the Mets as a unit have been on a tear as well. Manny Machado coming through at plus 430 for the Padres in that marquee matchup against the Mets. And Mookie Betts coming through as well at plus 370. Like I said, he's been hitting fairly well himself. Had 2 home runs in that game, as the Dodgers had an offensive onslaught against the Los Angeles Angels in that one. But before we get into the home run props for Saturday, just want to let everyone know, I love interacting with you guys. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you like some of the angles I took on some of these games? Do you not like the angles? Let me know. Do you have player props of your own as well? Drop them in the comment section below. But I ask if everybody's going to drop your Player props in the comment section. Drop them in there before the games start. Unfortunately, if they're not in there before the games start, they don't help anybody. We're trying to beat the books here as a team. One team, one goal, and that goal every single day is to crush the books. So make sure that you're getting those player props in before the games start, and let's beat the books as a team. Let's make some money. I mean, heck, even I sometimes take those player props that you guys have been putting in there because they've been absolute fire, and I've made some money as well. So let's crush the books on Saturday, shall we? Let's get right into it. We're going to start things off with this matchup between the Yankees and the Cubs. And we're going to go with Josh Donaldson for a home run here at plus 320. Now I'm focused on the career matchup here with Drew Smyly for Donaldson, as he is a career 500 against Drew Smyly with 6 extra base hits, including 3 home runs. So I'm going to take Josh Donaldson for a home run at plus 320. I'm also going to look at Anthony Volpe for the New York Yankees at plus 500. I think about Volpe, I'm going back to him here after the Yankees got shut out on Friday. He does have a pair of home runs, a 462 batting average, with a pair of extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. So I'll take Anthony Volpe for a home run at plus 500. I'm also going to sprinkle a couple of bucks maybe on some value Yankees like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Jose Trevino. They've been hitting well against lefties themselves in the last couple of weeks, so just some food for thought with those guys. For the Cubs, standalone play for the Cubs, I'm going to go with Cody Bellinger for a homer at plus 550. He's hitting 500 with 3 extra base hits, including a home run against righties in the last week. Homered off a lefty in Carlos Rodon on Friday, but I think he could get Cole here, who has been prone to giving up home runs in spots this season. So give me Cody Bellinger for a homer at plus 550. I'm also going to go with this matchup between the Jays and the Tigers. I'm going to go with Matt Chapman for a home run at plus 370. He's hitting 278 with 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. He gets a rematch against Matt Manning, who has been solid after coming back off the injured list. But Manning faced the Jays once already this season back in April. He gave up 3 home runs in that start, including a home run against Matt Chapman. So give me Matt Chapman for a homer at plus 370. I think there's a ton of Jays you could ride with here. George Springer, Kevin Kiermaier each had homers off of Manning in the first meeting. Vladdy and Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, always threats for home runs, especially Bichette for some value as well there. So just my thoughts on that matchup. For the match between the Cardinals and the White Sox, I'm going to go with Luis Robert for a home run at plus 3. I'm all over the place today. Luis Robert at plus 340. I just don't trust Miles Mikolas personally, who's allowed 4 home runs and 4 plus runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. Only 2 home runs in that stretch, but both home runs came on the road. Robert hitting 333 with 5 extra base hits, 3 home runs against righties in the last week. So give me Luis Robert for a home run at plus 340. For the Cardinals, I'm also going to look at Nolan Arenado in that matchup against the White Sox. I'm seeing Touki Toussaint listed as the White Sox starter in that game, but regardless of who's getting the start, I'll be riding Arenado. He homered twice on Friday. He's been an extra base machine as of late. He's hitting close to 400 with 3 home runs, 9 extra base hits in the last week. So I would take Nolan Arenado. Again, no price on Arenado, so this is where you want to get a pad and paper or whatever you're going to use, and if you can find a price on Arenado, definitely take advantage of it. For the Nationals here, we're going to go with Stone Garrett for a home run at plus 320. He's been one of my recent favorites for the Nationals against left-handed pitching. He's hitting 455, 4 extra base hits, including a pair of homers against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Now, Andrew Heaney starting for the Rangers here, and it always feels like Andrew Heaney is just giving up hard contact left and right. He's allowed 4 home runs in his last 3 starts, 6 home runs in his last 7 starts total. So I'll take Stone Garrett for a homer at plus 320. I'm also going to look at Lane Thomas at plus 370. Now he's showed up in the right spot. Lane Thomas at plus 370. The Nationals against the lefty. Well, if you followed the home run prop show, you know that Lane Thomas is probably going to be one of the calls here, hitting 500 in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. So give me Lane Thomas for a homer at plus 370. I'm also leaning towards Heimer Candelario, who has a 273 average on homer against lefties in the last 2 weeks. So lean towards Heimer Candelario there. For the Texas Rangers, we're going to go with Adolis Garcia at plus 255. He homered on Friday, now has 6 home runs and 11 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Jake Irvin starts for the Nationals here. I get to say this once every 5 days or so for now. Irvin, in my opinion, the weak link of the Nationals rotation. He's given up 4 home runs in his last 7 starts, so I'll take Adolis Garcia for a homer at plus 255. I'm also going to look at Corey Seager for a homer at plus 255 as well. He had a home run of his own on Friday, has 7 extra base hits, 2 home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. So give me Corey Seager for a homer at plus 255. Now, some plays, again, are going to be official plays for me that I just don't have graphics for, just because of the status of the pitching being up in the air in this game and no price being released as a result. Going to look at the Diamondbacks and Pirates matchup here. For the Diamondbacks, 3 players that I'm locking in as official plays. Christian Walker, he's hitting .278 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. We do know that Mitch Keller is getting the start for the Pirates, and Keller has been solid in spots, but he's also been at his worst on the road. When you look at the home road splits, he's given up 4 runs in 3 of his last 4 road starts and homers in 3 of those 4 as well. So I'm going to go with Christian Walker for a homer. Also going to look at Ketel Marte for a home run. He's hitting .276, 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. In his career, 3 for 6 against Keller with a home run, and that came earlier this season. So going to be Ketel Marte for a homer. And I'm also going to look at Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's hitting just .188, but he does have 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. He's been one of the hotter hitters in the last month plus for the Diamondbacks against right-handed pitching, so I'm going to take a stab on him here, especially after he smashed that 3-run home run off of Rich Hill on Friday. It's going to be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for a homer when the price is released. I'm also leaning towards Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks, but the state of his shoulder scares me. I'm frankly shocked that he played on Friday. He got injured Thursday, or at least it looked like he got seriously injured on Thursday. I thought that was a season-ending injury, the way he was holding his shoulder and walking with his arm at his side. But he suited up on Friday, had a decent outing, and maybe he could get one here off of Mitch Keller. So I lean towards Corbin Carroll as well. For the Pirates, we're going to look at Jack Suwinski at any price you can find him at. No starter announced yet for the Diamondbacks, but Suwinski on a tear in the last week, hitting .429, 5 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs. And I'm also looking at Nick Gonzalez for the Pittsburgh Pirates, hitting .458 with 5 extra base hits, including a home run in the last week. Now, before we get to our last few home run props, I want to remind everybody the purpose of this home run prop show is obviously to put some free winners in your guys' pockets with the home run props, but it's also to highlight the benefit of using the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. You can see from these graphics, the graphics that we get directly from the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. They show you the player prop. They show you how often it hits, whether it's a 5-game sample size, 10 games, all games this season. You can be in control of that. You can change it. But the nice thing is it shows you which sportsbook is giving you the best price for that player prop. And what the other nice thing is, if you don't have an account with that sportsbook, you click on that price, you get to sign up, and as a new customer, you get a sportsbook bonus offer, while also getting the ability to play that price with that bonus, but also adding to your advantage over the books that they can't take from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. There's other tools on there. If you're into betting hot and cold streaks, there's a streaks tool there. If you're into betting parlays, there are multiple parlay builders. There's profitable teams, profitable angles, profitable underdogs. The list goes on and on. Could probably do a show every single day for an hour plus, just picking and choosing winners from those betting tools. But I think it's honestly better if everybody just goes on to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplace.com, checks out these betting tools for yourselves. We all have different betting strategies. We all have different things that we like to bet. So rather than try to please some people and make others unhappy, I would just go over there and check out those betting tools for yourself. I promise you, you won't regret it. You're going to make a ton of money using them. But let's get back into our last few home run props for Saturday's action. For the Guardians, I'm going to go with a standalone play here. I'm going to go with Jose Ramirez for a home run at plus 425. This is just another matchup play for me here, strictly as Ramirez, a career .444 with a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits in his career against Brady Singer. You know what rhymes with Singer? Dinger, and I think Ramirez gets one here. So give me Jose Ramirez for a homer at plus 425. For the Brewers here, I'm going to look at Christian Yelich for a home run at plus 390. He's hitting .440 with 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. Now Luke Weaver's starting for Cincinnati here, and Weaver's given up a ton of hard contact this season. He's also allowed 6 home runs in his last 7 starts. 4 of those came on the road. So give me Christian Yelich for a homer at plus 390. I'm also going to look at Willy Adames for a home run at plus 295. He hit a home run on Friday. He's got a .286 average with a pair of extra base hits, including a home run in the last week against righties. So give me Willy Adames for a home run at at plus 295. Now I'm also going to look at Jarren Duran here for the Boston Red Sox at plus 600. He's got a triple. He had a triple on Friday. He's hitting 500 with 8 extra base hits, including a home run in the last week against right-handed pitching. Paul Blackburn been one of Oakland's best shots at a win this season, but he got rocked for 5 runs in his last start. I just don't know if I can rely on him to get back on track here. So I'm going to take Jarren Duran for a home run at plus 600. Now going back to that matchup between the Brewers and the Reds, that's my fault for missing this. I think this is another catalog spot for the Cincinnati Reds where I just sprinkle across the board on the Reds here. Joey Votto mashed a moonshot on Friday as he now made it 3 home runs against righties in the last week. Jonathan India also has 3 home runs as well in the last week against righties. Spencer Steer, a 370 average with a pair of home runs in the last 7 days. Ellie De La Cruz hitting 387. Tyler Stevenson, Nick Senzel also have a pair of dingers as well. Take from that what you will, but I'll probably sprinkle across the board, like I said, against Colin Ray, who is by far my least favorite pitcher in that Brewers rotation as it stands. I'm also hard-pressed to find anything that I like in this Mariners-Astros game. I don't love the matchup for the Mariners against Framber Valdez, but the Astros look dead offensively so far in this series. So, I mean, are you guys playing anything in this one on Saturday? Let me know in the comments section below. But we'll go back to the plays we do have official plays on. And I'm going to go with the Atlanta Braves here. I'm going to go with Ozzie Albies for a home run at plus 400. He has 4 home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. Now, this is where it gets interesting for me. This is why Albies and another Brave are a couple of my favorite plays on the board. Taj Bradley getting the start for the Rays here, and Bradley has been rocked in his recent starts. He's allowed 6 home runs in his last 3 outings. 5 of those came on the road, and of his 10 home runs allowed this season, Bradley has allowed 8 to right-handed bats. Now, Albies is a switch hitter, and 17 of his 22 homers this season have come as a right-handed bat. So I'm going to go with Ozzie Albies for a home run at plus 400. I also like Sean Murphy if you can find a price on him. Another Braves righty bat, had the lone Braves home run on Friday, now hitting well above 500 with 6 extra base hits, including 3 home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. So Sean Murphy, another play that I like for the Braves, as well as Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 300. He's hitting 429 with a home run in the last week against right-handed pitching. So give me Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 300. Now our last few home run props of the day, also plays that unfortunately had no graphic attached because still waiting on a price on them. But again, these will be official plays. I like Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. He homered twice on Friday. I think the hot run's continuing here. Reed Detmers, he has pitched well for the Angels as of late, but Betts has a pair of home runs, a 267 batting average in the last month against left-handed pitching, so I'll take Mookie Betts for a home run. I'm also looking at Freddie Freeman for a homer. Probably my most trusted Dodger bat against left-handed pitching. He's hitting 304 with a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits in the last month against lefties. And I also like JD Martinez for a home run. He's hitting 318, 4 extra base hits and a home run in the last week against left-handed pitching. Now, lastly, I did want to make a play on this Mets and Padres game. The problem is Blake Snell has been lights out for the Padres for the last month and a half. While no Padres really have consistently connected against lefties, and even against David Peterson of all people, that's still a bit concerning for me. So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. But let's get back into the player props. We'll do the recap of the props that we did give out for Saturday's action. I'll do my best to touch on the plays that are official plays we didn't have graphics on. If I missed anything, you can always watch the video back. It is there for you guys to check out, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to cover everything. The first one we went with was Josh Donaldson for the Yankees at plus 320. Also went with, for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe at plus 500. I might also sprinkle on guys like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa and Jose Trevino for the Yankees. For the Cubs, Cody Bellinger for a homer at plus 550. For the Blue Jays, Matt Chapman at plus 370. Also, if we go back, there's tons of leans that I have for the Blue Jays in that game, so just scroll back and you can check those out. For the Chicago White Sox, Luis Robert at plus 340, as well as Nolan Arenado for an official play for the Cardinals when the price is released. For the Washington Nationals, Stone Garrett for a home run at plus 320, and Lane Thomas for a home run at plus 370. Also a lean towards Heimer Candelario for the Nationals as well. For the Texas Rangers, Adolis Garcia at plus 255. as well as Corey Seager at plus 255. For the Arizona Diamondbacks and Pittsburgh Pirates, we'll go with a few Diamondbacks first. Christian Walker, Ketel Marte, and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Also a lean towards Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, two players here, Jack Suwinski and Nick Gonzalez, each for a home run as well. For the Cleveland Guardians, Jose Ramirez at plus 425. Christian Yelich for the Brewers at plus 390. Willy Adames at plus 295 for the Brewers. Again, I think it's another catalog spot for the Cincinnati Reds. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, just scroll back a few minutes. You can catch the Reds and Brewers analysis there. For the Boston Red Sox, Jarren Duran at plus 600. For the Atlanta Braves, Ozzie Albies at plus 400. If you can find a price on them, I like Sean Murphy as well for the Braves, and Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 300. For the Dodgers, I like Mookie Betts for a home run, Freddie Freeman, and JD Martinez as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're up close to 135,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without your guys' love and support, so thank you guys so much for that. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that like button. Really helps us out a bunch. It doesn't cost you a cent, and it lets us know that, you like this content that we're putting out. It lets me know that you guys like the home run prop content, can keep producing it for you. And if you haven't already, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the new and fresh content drops here at Pickdawgz. Like I said, sometimes I'm able to get this content a little bit out early, but sometimes we also don't have the graphics attached. So sometimes, if it does get to be a little bit later, a couple hours before first pitch, we do try to get these out as early as possible. But I also want to make sure I have the most up-to-date information for you. So if you have notifications turned on, you get notified as soon as the video drops. You're able to get those plays in and get the best possible number. Also, if you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And while you're at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays, check out these betting tools. They're 100% free. They're there for you to use. You're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere, and if you find them anywhere, you're probably not going to find them for 100% free like we're giving to you here, even if you find anything remotely close. So definitely make sure you take advantage of it. They are a great asset to have in your back pocket, a great tool to have on your belt when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys soon. Let's crush the books on Saturday.